Okay, this is the Ultimate Wipe Swimmer from Prince Lionheart, and I'm here to show you what to do once you get it out of the package. So I've already taken it out of the box and I've placed it on the dresser top diaper depot, which I use in my house because it just organizes all the chaos for me. Just as a side note, under all of our wipe swimmers, there are these lines or some type of mechanism designed into the base of the unit so that it does nest securely on top of either the dresser top diaper depot or the regular diaper depot that hangs over the side of a changing table. So it's kind of nice because everything is designed for one-handed changing. So that's just an aside. They're sold separately, but this is kind of the solution that I use in my house. I just pulled it and added a pair of scissors to show you. I don't normally keep those with my kids, but so this is the Ultimate Wipe Swimmer. And what you do when you get it home is you go ahead and you open it up, and then inside is an Everfresh pillow. And this Q scissors is what you do with it. So just open it up. And what you have here is a microporous pillow. It's highly dense, so that means it can absorb a ton of water. And you can do two things with it. One, you can run it under the sink like this. It takes a long time this way. So something that I do, and something that helps it, is if you squeeze it and then you start to see it change color, right? And that's because it's actually absorbing the water that you're running over it. So you can see it changing color. Now, the key to this is you want to saturate it fully. And the way that you know it's fully saturated is if when you depress it under your finger, anywhere you push, it puddles under your finger. So one hack of a way to do it that I tend to like, because I grew up in California where we were always in a drought, and so I don't like wasting water, is to fill a bowl of water and just lay it in it, and it will absorb the water. You may even have to refill the bowl of water because it is super microporous. But I'm just going to show you this way because I am. And so the first time is a little bit harder because it hasn't been exposed to water, but you can see that this is now pretty uniform in color. And so once it's here, then I'm taking this. You can see there are aspects where it's not fully saturated, but anywhere I'm pushing, it's puddling. So that's a good start. So just for time purposes, I'm going to leave it at that. You go ahead and place it in the base of the wipe swimmer, and then you take your pack of wipes. I'm a Costco fan in my household, and you cut it open. And the one thing you do have to pay attention to is you need to make sure which side is top, because these are pop-up wipes, so they're folded in such a way that they link to pull the next one through, kind of like a box of tissue. So you want to make sure you keep the top side up, and then you take about 3/4 of the stack, 2/3 of it, and you pull it out and you stick it right on top of that pillow. And then I just save these. I end up taping the end shut, and then I use them for travel and what have you, or refill. And then you go ahead and you thread this through the top wipe, so it's got that first wipe, and it's looking like a tissue. You go ahead and close that. I've already plugged it in, but I have not plugged it into the wall. So I go ahead and place that in my diaper depot, and then you plug it in to your outlet, and this light comes on, and that's how you know it's working. And it will take about 3 hours. I just kind of give it longer, but 3 hours to heat all the way through the wipes. And then when you go to pull your wipe, it's going to be warm. It's not going to be hot. It's going to be warm to the touch. And the beauty of the warm wipe is a lot of people think comfort, comfort, comfort. It does feel better. And when your kids can start to talk, they say, ooh, that's cold, because a cold wipe is kind of jarring. But the fact that I love about our wipe swimmers and always have is the hygienic aspect. So when you have a dirty diaper, it's warm. Whether it's pee or poo, it's warm. So when it's warm, the pores are actually open. And when the pores are open, the pee or the poo is getting inside the pores. When you wipe it with a cold wipe, those pores close and it traps the bacteria inside, which is what actually causes diaper rash. So the fact when you use a warm wipe and you're able to get a more effective clean, then you avoid diaper rash. And that I learned the hard way. I was the cobbler's son who had no shoes. I'd go to work on Tuesdays. My mom would watch my kids. I kept forgetting to bring a wipe swimmer home, and every Tuesday my kid would have diaper rash. So it really is pretty amazing, but for me, it's definitely more hygienic than comfort, but comfort's a close second. Because I know I wouldn't want a cold wipe, but they actually, all of my kids have always said, oh, that's cold. Where's Papa's wipe swimmer? Where's Papa's wipe swimmer? So This is the Ultimate Wipes Warmer. That's how you do it. Every time you want to change the stack wipes because you've run low, you go ahead and you remove it, assuming we have no wipes. You can unplug it. I don't, but you can. You have no wipes here because they're all gone, hence the refill. And so what you do with this pillow is you go ahead and you squeeze it out, because say this has been used for a week, and then you resaturate it with fresh water. And you go ahead and give it that same nice long dousing, and then do the puddle test, making sure that it's going to puddle anywhere on your finger. And again, I typically just fill a bowl of water and use it that way. And then you go ahead and slot it back inside. You put your new wipes on here. You thread that first one through so that it's pulling through like a tissue. You close the top lid, close the main lid, stick it back on a whatever surface you're using, let it warm up for about 3 hours. So that's the Ultimate Wipes Warmer. Our Everfresh pillows are the magic. That's what makes it kind of like rain. So it creates the moisture. It keeps your wipes moist all the way from the top wipe down to the bottom wipe, so you don't end up throwing the bottom stack of wipe, which you do with a lot of the competitors. And it recycles that condensation. And it takes any browning from any of the chemicals or lanolin inside the wipes, and it does the browning so that the wipes don't do the browning. But it really is, it works wonders if you just you're conscientious about resaturating, squeezing it out, resaturating it, and then putting it back in every time you refill your wipes. So with that, you will have a warm wipe guaranteed, a fresh wipe, a non-browning wipe, because the microporous pillow is designed to take the browning, maintain moisture, so that your baby can have the most comfortable diaper change they can.